Let's get started. Let's understand what is data engineering, why we need it, and we'll see how to configure our Azure account and do basic activities today. The course starts from tomorrow. I request you to write your observation notes. Of course, I'll provide you the detailed class notes anyway. You'll take print copy of the notes in advance weekly. This entire week classes, I'll provide you the notes today, one mail. For weekend, I need to provide you next week notes. That's how I do. Though you have the detailed class notes, the detailed class notes will be like this. For example, in this way, concept wise, like what is what to the point straight. You'll take print copies of the notes, but still you'll be writing your own observation notes and submit on WhatsApp after every day, every class. Okay, please help me. Let's get started. Let's understand slowly. One such sample today, few minutes back for my previous class, something like this from my performance tuning class, and one such sample from last week, one of the last week classes. Just make sure you write your own observation notes. We are into technical class and I don't use any PPTs in my technical sessions. Today introduction class, please allow me to use one small PPT for next 5 to 10 minutes. Then onwards, we are into straightforward activities. Let's get started slowly. Straightforward example activities. Let's get started slowly. Let's understand what is Azure. Before that, this is Sai Panindra from SQL School. I assure you practical classes from scratch, from the very basics for this Azure Data Engineering classes. Let's get started. First, what is database? We'll start here. Then we'll see what is engineering. Then we'll understand the data engineering at a scale, like the end-to-end BI process. And finally, our lab plan, ETL, data warehousing, and data analytic components. Then we'll proceed with what exactly we are going to learn in our classes. Sorry for the sounds. Kindly mute your mic, please. Fine, let's get started first. What is database? To become a data engineer, we should be aware of the database concepts, the prerequisite. Database is a platform to store any type of data, any amount of data fully secured. Two basic types of databases, OLTP database, data warehouse database. OLTP database, online transaction processing database. These databases store live real-time data. What is that? Live real-time data. Like live temperature, live stock market operations, anything live OLTP. Other one, data warehouse databases. In fact, our main takeaway from our classes from tomorrow. These data warehouses store historical data, old, inactive data. What does it mean? Let's take a small diagram. What is that? We are learning something called OLTP and data warehouse. Okay, here it is. For example, you take a website or you fill a form on the website. or you take some files you would like to upload from various clients or customers or data sources, or IoT devices, Internet of Things, applications, apps, or cloud. All these contents are the sources of data, the birthplaces of data. And we capture the data into OLTP. What is that? Online transaction processing databases. OLTP, please. Any example for OLTP, please? Any example for OLTP?
Banking data, for example.
Live temperature data.
Exactly. Live temperature data, right? Live temperature data. Anything else, please? Anything else?
IP.
Exactly. Live temperature data or live cricket match, you mean to say, right? Live cricket match data. Correct. Anything else, please? I'll wait.
Weather report, online weather report.
Exactly. Yes. Online weather reporting data. Correct. Okay. All these come under
Stock market data.
OLTP. Exactly, brother. You're right. Stock market, live stock market analysis also OLTP data. Others, please respond to my questions. Let's make our classes interactive. Answer to my question once again, previous slide. Live temperature data, live stock market data. This is the answer to my question from the previous slide. Please, everyone, are we getting it? Please, I'll wait. OLTP, please, everyone, please, I'll wait. I'll wait, please, everyone, I'll wait. Are we getting it, please? Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's cut. Yeah. Others who are not responsive to, before you join a course, you will verify and test your trainer, right? Same way, me also, I need to test my participants. I need to like your attendance. You need to like my approach, right? Then only we can go together. Thank you, attendees have been responsive. Attendees who are responsive for my questions so far till now will get an extra mail today with few useful activities on OLTP, MS SQL databases activities. That's how I do. You do more, I do more. I do more, you do more. As simple as that. We do more, we get more. Attendees who are not responsive, please help me to continue in an interactive way from tomorrow. Please, things are like that, okay? Things are very, very vast. And I need to have zero compromise activities here. Please help me. Things are very vast, very, very vast. Attendees who are not responsive, for them, just to make it more clear. Attendees who are not responsive, for them, just in case to make it more clear for them. Let me show you the activities that we are going to learn. These are the items for this week and next week. Everything would be practical. This week and next week, these are the complete list of items. And for 3 weeks, these are the next level of items. Things are vast. We are learning for our job work. So I need to verify, I need to check whether the participant can really understand my approach or not. And you need to verify whether this trainer can deliver the course or not. Let's think practically, let's speak openly. Attendees who are not responsive, I am sorry. Friends, it's a demo class, so I have to be cautious. Let me be more and more cautious so that I can make my plate for tomorrow. Please help me. Let's make it interactive. I'll continue. Please help me. I want interested, interactive attendees. They will enjoy my classes. I'll touch their feet and guide them. I'll continue. Next, we are all very new. It's an intro class. Let me be very clear to filter my participants for tomorrow's class, because I have to send the notes as well, right? They need to take the print copies of the notes and everything. Let's continue. In end-to-end BI, we have engineering as well. From Microsoft environment, we have ETL and storage. See, today's live data will be tomorrow's history. So from OLTP to data warehouse, we need to have data transfer activities. That is possible through ETL. And we have storage, big data storage. See, for example, a live cricket match OLTP, and we see forecasts, fast match reports, expected run rate, required run rate, calculations, ranking activities, projections, speculations, right? All those mathematics and analytics are based on the warehouse. So to transfer the data from OLTP to storage warehouse, we need ETL technologies. At Microsoft, we have two big brands to do this ETL warehouse. One is Azure, other one Fabric. Each of these streams are 6 weeks journey for us at my school. Azure 6 weeks journey, Fabric 6 weeks journey. Which one to learn? Simple answer. Answer comes from a question why we are learning. Are we learning for making up our resume based on the past experience? Then Azure is the best option. Because Fabric is new. When someone says, I have experience in Fabric for more than 4 or 5 years, no one is going to believe us, right? Because Fabric is new. Azure is the best option to showcase something in your resume for past experience. Azure is the best option if you wanted to quickly get into the job market, because there are lakhs and crores of clients existing already in Azure. Fabric is new. When someone wanted to try a new tool, when someone wanted to try their luck on a new environment, which is still having lot of preview components. I do Fabric classes and we see lot of preview components still. Preview means like testing components still. Fabric is there. Remember, purpose is same. Azure is cheaper. Fabric is a new branded item. Interface is more or less bit similar. Azure, lot of industries and companies have already implemented it in place. For me, Azure is the first choice for existing projects. Fabric may be a choice for upcoming new project once Fabric is completely into limelight, but may take some time. It's still new and lot of preview components still, and we see a lot of, like, for example, few minutes back, just few minutes back, I did my Fabric class just few minutes back, I think 1.5 hours back, and this one we did the Power Query concept, and I see a lot of Power Query new items in Fabric compared to my last week's journey in Fabric. This week the interface got modified. So existing projects, existing clients, existing industries, Azure is always a safe market. Safe. Now the question, Sai, I heard that Microsoft stopped Azure certification. Correct. It's not like stopped, but existing Azure certification got expired. March 2024, it got expired. But the good news here, there is an alternative certification for Azure engineering. In my classes, I'll prepare you for Databricks engineering. Databricks is an open source engineering environment which is common for Azure, Fabric, AWS, everywhere. So from our Azure engineering classes, you have complete guidance for Databricks engineering certification. It's like two boats at one bullet shot. Azure plus Databricks together. So things are a bit vast, need your support. I repeat once again, purpose of our course, valet parking service from showroom and placing the data carefully in the godown, as simple as that. There comes engineering activities. So data engineering is all about, from tomorrow, accessing the data from various sources, twist the data, format the data, control the data, filter the data, making it in a proper shape using ETL, extract, transform, load technologies. Finally, load the data into warehouse. So either you take Microsoft Azure or Microsoft Fabric, same process. And I suggest my participants to step into Azure first. Work on Azure for 2 to 3 projects. Then step into Fabric, it works. It's like on-premises SQL database, then go to cloud SQL database next, something like that, upgrade. Azure is always the basement. There are a lot of components we need to learn in Azure, completely into cloud, but there are a few non-cloud components as well. So from tomorrow, we are going to work with OLTP database sources, live real-time database sources. I'll provide you 2 OLTP database sources to you today. We are going to use them from our next classes. One more database by next week I need to provide you, by next week or later next week. I need to provide you few file sources also today. Some JSON files, Parquet files, AVRO files, etc. And we are going to use them from tomorrow to slowly implement ETL and data warehouse concepts. That is our engineering activities. So in our data engineering, we are going to learn big data concepts and cloud computing concepts. Sorry, I think I used a wrong one. Yep, here it is. Big data concepts, cloud computing concepts. We need to learn ETL, extract, transform, load, data warehouse, and more components. To make it clear and simple, straightforward activities, we have Azure SQL. To make it in more detail, Azure SQL, Azure ETL and data warehouse. We have something called Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse, Databricks, Data Lake, Internet of Things, IoT. Example IoT, a live temperature sensor. In our classes for our resume and project work, we'll be taking couple of such IoT activities. Let me show you one such example. How to capture and load real-time temperature data. So you'll be given some app access, part of our classes. Using app, you need to capture the live data, store it into a warehouse. That is called IoT, Internet of Things. Event hubs, key vaults, security and stream analytics, live data ingestion, insights, and key vaults with insights, logic apps, functions, and so on with end-to-end implementations. Here, to implement all these concepts, we need few specific Spark activities, something called Spark ETL and Spark Warehouse. I repeat, I understand we are hearing all these items for the first time. We need to learn something called as Spark ETL, Spark Warehouse, Python, PySpark, Scala, Unity Catalog, automations, notebooks, CI/CD concepts with Git integrations. The things are completely into realistic, practical activities. From here, let's recap what we are going to learn. In case you are writing your observation notes, then there it is. Into your observation notes, you'll be writing few important points there. Number one, database. Number one, database. Number two, OLTP. Number two, OLTP. Number three, on my screen now, data warehouse. These are the technical terms, the keywords into your observation notes. Number four, ETL. I'll provide you the complete detailed class notes anyway, but these are the technical terms we learned so far till now. And as a data engineer, we are going to develop or design data warehouse databases using ETL. Next, here it is. To implement data engineering with Microsoft products, we have two options. Number one, Azure Cloud. Number two, Fabric Cloud. Okay, both are from Microsoft. Now, what's the difference between them? Let's make it clear and straight. Firstly, I could see if attendees joined bit late. Please, we are learning for our sake, right? No compromise. As I mentioned, starting of the class today, you filter your trainer, I filter my participants. Please, let's be clear in what we do, and I'm good to go the same way all these years. Please help me. Attendees are writing their observation notes. Please WhatsApp me after the class today, and I'll provide you the detailed class notes in advance. You please take print copies of the notes weekly. Get the print copy of the notes ready. It should be our virtual learning class. It's not like someone coming with a PPT show and blah blah and go away. No, for that you have YouTube videos. Majority of my participants are working employees. Number one. Number two, majority of my participants are my previous students from the previous or other courses. All these almost 19-20 years. So I need to meet their expectations. I'll be cautious with my hands-on assignments and hands-on exams from tomorrow. I'm addressing the attendees who joined a bit late today. Please be on time from tomorrow. Please help me. I'll continue. So far, for last 20 minutes, we are learning what is database, what is OLTP, data warehouse ETL, what we do from tomorrow as a data engineer. To implement engineering at Microsoft, we have Azure Cloud, Fabric Cloud. What exactly Azure Cloud will do for us? Very simple and straightforward. Main purpose of Azure Cloud is, let's make it straightforward and simple. Azure Cloud, of course, for data engineering, it involves Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks. Why two? Let's see. Azure Data Factory is more into graphical user interface. Easy, straightforward concepts. Databricks, something called notebooks. Very flexible. Okay, these two are the major activities. Similar lines, Fabric Cloud also. Here we have something called Fabric Data Factory, of course, graphical user interface. And we have Fabric flavor of Databricks. I mean to say, The concepts are same. Interface is different. Concepts are same. Purpose is same. The interface is different. Each of them have their own advantages. But remember, as I mentioned starting of the class today, if someone has experience in their profile, prefer to go for Azure Cloud, so that you can talk more about the past experience from Azure perspective in your resume. I cannot say Mr. Sai has more than 4+ or 5+ experience working on Fabric. No, he's very new, right? The thing should be realistic. If someone is very new to engineering, new to Microsoft engineering, already aware of some other ETL environment like Snowflake, Snowpro or Snowpark or AWS or something else, they may directly go for Fabric, no problem. Or a fresher can directly go for Fabric in case they are really looking for a fresher profile. My preference, do both. One now, Azure, and Fabric maybe after few months or years down the line. These are reliable cloud components with big data analytics. We can happily trust them. Now, where we are into Azure Cloud, Azure Data Factory, complete GUI and Databricks. Or we have other one called Fabric Cloud. Now, why I'm taking Fabric as well here? This is the actual point. From tomorrow, we are going to have a common basement for all these two called storage components. Let me be more clear with a small diagram. Just to make it clear, like what we are going to learn from tomorrow. Remember, this is your Microsoft world. In Microsoft world, because whatever we learn now in our course should be useful for you in future as well. So here it is. You have two great pillars. Number one, Azure Cloud. We have Azure Cloud at Microsoft. And we also have something called Fabric Cloud at Microsoft. Okay, like this, something like this. And whatever we are going to learn from tomorrow, the basement is nothing but data lake. The data lake will be useful for our activities in future, either black box left or the red box right. So let me just make it clear in this way. Okay, here we go on my screen. Here we are going to have one basement concept tomorrow to start with, called data lake activities. Of course, Azure only, but Azure will be the base for few concepts in Fabric Cloud with Microsoft. So in Azure, we have something called open source Azure Data Factory, Azure Data Factory, and just to make it easier for us, I'll just put this way. Please take down this diagram into your notes as well in case you want to stay tuned and easily understand what's going on next in our classes from tomorrow. Azure Databricks. Okay, these are the two major components. Next, the basement, we have something called as storage account, Azure storage account. To understand the things in an easier way, Better to get all these items carefully. And something else called data lake storage account. Azure data lake storage account. Data lake. Okay, here we go. Two different things. It is from this data lake Microsoft came up with something called Delta Lake. Remember, there's something called Delta Lake. We are going to learn the components anyway, but good to have the basic terminology first. Something called Delta Lake. Next, Lake House. We'll take all this chemistry slowly, step by step. And we also have something called Fabric Data Factory. And next, other important one called Azure Databricks. We have something called Fabric Databricks, or simply say Fabric Databricks notebooks. It's implementation of open source Databricks only. In our classes, we are going to concentrate more on number one. Just to make it clear, we are going to concentrate more on number one, Azure Databricks, the left side. Number two, Azure Data Factory. However, I need to show you practically the connections left to right and these connections as well. But majority concentration areas would be these two. There is a certification for Azure Core Databricks. Very simple and straightforward. I assume we're all very new to Python. Whatever Python required for the ETL and warehouse, I will be taking care of it. Next. No worries about Delta Lake, Lake House and other things. I'll be taking you through the examples anyway. From here, what exactly we are going to learn? Let's make it in a simple way. The notes I'll be providing you today. Remember, I'll provide you the class notes in advance, so please take print copies of it. Let's continue now. Just in case if someone joined a bit late for them, let's get started slowly with Azure, one of the Microsoft cloud environment. What is cloud? A virtual environment to host any data or applications. Friends, will go for questions in another 10 minutes, please. Let me complete my items and then we go for questions. Cloud, a virtual environment. Easy, secured, faster access to web URLs and tools. Main benefits of cloud: faster and secure data storage, easier data access, low maintenance overhead, big data support, and faster ETL. Let's choose Azure, a preferred cloud platform from Microsoft. Easy, cheaper, and simple, hassle-free. In our classes, I request you to have your own Azure account. How to configure it? Let's see. To configure Azure account, to get started with our examples from tomorrow, go to this website, portal.azure.com. You'll do it after the class today. Go to this website, portal.azure.com. I'll just take you to my incognito mode and show you the process. Once you go to this portal.azure.com, see here, no account, create one. Okay, click on create one. It will ask you to enter your email address, personal, professional, anything is fine. You enter your email address and you get one confirmation link. You click on the confirmation link, it will automatically take you to one portal to sign up called Azure portal. I repeat again, go to this website portal.azure.com. I'll give you these notes on email anyway. Once you visit this particular website link, you see one option, no account, create one. You supply your personal email address. You get one confirmation mail. Click on the confirmation mail and sign up. Just sign up, choosing your own password. Once you sign up, here it is. From Azure portal page, go to subscriptions. This one, go to subscriptions. Click on add subscription, this one. See here. Click on add subscription. Okay, click on add subscription. What is it? Home page, subscriptions. Click on add subscription. You'll get one free trial, valid for once in the lifetime of an email. You want it once again, go for another email. So you'll be able to get one free trial account. Select offer. You will see select offer. Click on select offer. It will ask you for OTP to your mobile number and card details. Okay, next. If in case you are having a student ID, you can choose the second option, this one, Azure for students. They don't require any card, but may take some time, few hours to few days time for Microsoft to authorize your email address, your university email address. Few days, few hours to few days. So better to go for free trial, the first option. Enter your mobile number and debit card or credit card. Once you enter, you get the things authorized, validated, and this would be your welcome screen. You are ready for next classes from tomorrow. I repeat, firstly go to portal.azure.com. Sign up, sign in, and subscriptions page. Free subscription. You get a $200 free credit. Valid for 1 month. After 1 month, again another card, another mail. I use my virtual credit cards given by my bank sometimes if required. You may try that option. I'll usually log into my bank portal, go to credit card section and apply for a virtual credit card. I get it within a few minutes, sometimes even seconds, and I use it here. It works. It works for me. From your end, you'll use a free subscription. From my end, I'll be using 3 paid subscriptions. One account can have multiple subscriptions. In real world, we'll be having usually different subscriptions, one or more for dev team, one or more for test team, and one usually for production team. We are going to learn with paid subscriptions from my end, free subscription from your end for our practice. Once your account is ready, from tomorrow, we are going to start creating something called resources. Remember, I go to a grocery shop, I buy items, I place them into basket. Here we come to Azure shop. We buy something called resources. Here it is. In Azure, subscriptions are the units of management and billing. So we have one free subscription for tomorrow. Please get it ready. And we are going to have something called resources from tomorrow. A resource is a basic building block of Azure. Databricks is a resource. Data Factory is a resource. IoT is a resource. Stream Analytics is a resource, and so on. So we have storage resources, engineering resources, database resources, IoT, and other resources in our examples from tomorrow's class. Please get it ready. We are good to go for tomorrow's session. I repeat again. First step, Azure account. Second step, subscription. And that's it. Tomorrow, we are going to do couple of installations. Yes, though we are into cloud engineering, still we need certain installations to work on. We'll do them tomorrow's class anyway. Okay, once we complete the installations tomorrow, first 5 to 10 minutes, then we are going to proceed for our actual concepts on storage, ETL, etc. With this, we'll stop for now. I'll provide you the complete course content. Please go through the things carefully. Need your support, please. Kindly revise your MS SQL basics. Enough. Basics should be enough to enjoy our technical items from tomorrow. You'll do the practice after the class. And can you give me every day 1 hour for practice and submit all your assignments by week?